Ten,
Standby to take studio.
7, 6,
Standby
5,
camera 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take studio.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of MCTV News. I'm your host, Elizabeth Nelson.
And I'm your co-host, Amelia Neuman. On today's show, Michael St. Onge shares his report on the changing of the seasons. Braden Bolingbroke gives us an inside look on the shed building experience. Sebastian Spila informs us on the Edmonton and District Great Coasting Association. And finally, Weston Stevenson and my co-host, Elizabeth Nelson, share the Provincial Alberta Skills Report. But first, here's our top story.
The Skills Alberta Provincial Competition is an annual event held at the Edmonton Expo Centre, which allows secondary and post-secondary students to display their skills and talents within the skilled trades. With numerous events ranging from cabinet making to graphic design, this event aims to raise awareness around the diverse opportunities available within the skilled trades. Here with a strategically constructed report detailing the immense excitement surrounding this event is reporter Suvan.
The Skills Alberta competition is an annual event held at the Edmonton Expo Centre, utilizing and analyzing multiple trades in various fields like video production, auto body, hairstyling, culinary, and many more. Here, a coordinator at the Provincial Skills Alberta competition shares their thoughts on exploring the various trades and explains why they continue to help students at Skills.
I believe it allows them to open up doors and see what is available to them prior to having to make a decision right on the spot after finishing school. And it allows them to realize there's more out there rather than just university courses that go into a skills trade. I think being able to help grow and connect with the community of students that could be the future technologists in the industry. I always believe in mentorship and guiding the younger generation.
After competing 4 times at the provincial level, Liz Nelson gives us a perception of video production, one of her 3 categories she has competed in.
For me, skills is not very anxiety-inducing. Especially this year, I competed in video production, so there wasn't a lot of preparation that went into it. For me, it was all about just having fun and making the most of the whole experience. I wasn't too worried about the outcomes. I just wanted to have a good time. I wanted to create a meaningful and productive video with my partner. So I didn't find it too stressful or anxiety-inducing. I found it more to be fun.
After seeing both perspectives of skills, do you think you have what it takes to be a competitor? Find out by competing and qualifying at the Skills Regional Competition. For MCTV News, this is Suvan reporting.
Welcome back. The weather here in Morinville is finally warming up and we can all enjoy the sunshine. Here to give us our weekly forecast is our MCTV meteorologist, Elizabeth Nelson.
Thanks, Amelia. Looking over in Whitehorse, it looks like we're sitting at a warm 14 degrees with some sun and showers. Down in Vancouver, we're sitting at 18 degrees, still with some sun and showers. Over in Yellowknife, we're at some sun and clouds at 9 degrees. And then over in Saskatchewan, Regina, we're sitting at a really warm 27 degrees with some sun and cloud. Then over in Winnipeg, we're sitting at 23 degrees with some sun. And then down in Toronto, we're sitting at 16 degrees with some sun and rain. Montreal, we're sitting at 11 degrees with some rain. Halifax, we're with some sun and clouds at 14. St. John's, still sun and clouds at 7. And then Iqaluit, we're at 0 degrees with some sun and snow. Let's take a look at our provincial forecast. Awesome. Okay, so up in high level, we're sitting at 20 degrees with some sun and clouds. Then at Fort McMurray with some sun and clouds at 22. Over in Grand Prairie, we have some rain at 21 degrees. Then moving on to Edmonton, here we are at 23 degrees with some sun and rain. Over in Jasper, we're at 15 with some rain. In Red Deer, we're also having some rain at 22 degrees. Banff, still continuing with the rain, we're at 18 degrees. And Calgary, we're at 23 with some more rain. And then finally down south at Medicine Hat, we have some sun and rain at 29 degrees. Let's take a look at our current conditions. So here in Morinville, we're sitting at 20 degrees. We have some wind and some humidity, and the sun is rising nice and early and setting nice and late, so we have some nice long days. Let's take a look at our weekly forecast. Looks like we have some warm days and then it gets a little cooler. Definitely some rain, so we should definitely be keeping those rain boots and some rain jackets out. We're still feeling a little bit of that spring weather, but we can definitely begin to bring out some of our summer stuff next week. Back to you, Amelia.
Thanks, Liz. Before we had the opportunity to enjoy this warm, sunny weather, we all experienced a long, ever-changing spring. Here to give us more insight into the changing season by exploring the immense possibilities of the warmer weather is reporter Michael St. Onge.
Spring is that season between winter and summer. It always comes in the month of March. Spring is when the southernmost birds return, baby animals are born, plants show new growth, everything is looking, pussy willows bloom, and kids bring their bikes out. We went around and asked some people they liked about spring.
In the spring, if it's nice enough and they're open, I like to go golfing or go outside for some walks or runs. For spring, some of the first signs I look for is less snowfall and the rabbit's fur. If the rabbit's fur is changing from white to brown, then I know spring is here and we're looking for warm weather.
In the spring, I really like to get outside as much as I can. So I like to go for more runs outside because I won't slip on the ice. I like to go for bike rides and then just go for walks with my friends and my family.
I do like to spend more time outdoors when spring comes because after being in winter for so long, it's nice to not freeze your butt every time you go outside and enjoy some sun and just run around and enjoy the good weather, so yes. I have been waiting to have some very cold lemonade. In the winter, you don't drink cold drinks, but in the summer, it'll be nice to drink a nice cold drink like lemonade.
Reporting for MCTV News, this is Michael St. Onge.
Here are your school announcements for Wednesday, May 12th. Attention grade 12 students interested in applying for the Dale McMillan Memorial Scholarship for Community Leadership. This scholarship, valued at $2,000, is awarded annually to 2 Sturgeon County residents enrolled in a recognized post-secondary institution. The deadline to apply for this scholarship is approaching at May 25th, 2026. For more information, please visit the Sturgeon County website or visit the MCHS front office. MCHS's annual talent show Coffee House is tomorrow. Come join us as MCHS students share their talents within the fine arts. Held at the MCCCC, expect to see performances ranging from dancing to singing, accompanied by an auction of art pieces created by students. As well, there will be supplied drinks and desserts available to all guests to accompany the performances. You won't want to miss this opportunity to experience the vast talents here at MCHS. Get your tickets at the MCHS front office for $15 or at the door for $20. Attention MCHS grads! If you'd like to speak or perform at graduation on June 20th, please attend auditions on May 25th. Please ensure you come prepared with something to present to the audition panel. If you have any further questions, please contact Mrs. Bulger. Interested in attending Canada's largest gaming expo, held annually at the Edmonton Expo Centre? On June 19th to 21st, you would have the opportunity to experience a variety of games, board games, esports, and celebrity guests. Northwest College was offering students who attended the upload the opportunity to receive tickets to this expo. Unfortunately, this virtual seminar was canceled. However, if you are still interested, please fill out the sign-up sheet located on the graphics lab door. Interested in working a summer job? There may be an opportunity for you. Interested in working with sheet metal? Mr. Lessard has a potential opportunity to gain some valuable experience within that field. Please contact Mr. Lessard for more information. For these and all other school information, keep connected by listening to the daily announcements or by logging on to the school's website or by following the school on Facebook, Twitter/X, or Instagram. As well, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching MCTV Morinville.
Building your own backyard shed is a great way to save some money and practice your carpentry skills. Putting together a shed from scratch teaches wall framing, roof shingling, weatherproofing, and more. Here to bring us his informative report on the process is reporter Braden Bolingbroke.
Yeah, he's done good. Day one we spent building and putting up the sidewalls, which, well, isn't as hard as you would think. It was just a little tedious when it came to really securing it. Just wasn't cooperating to the point where we had to pull out the saw to really get that finite measurements on it to fit it in fully. Day two, the shortest day, but the other side of the wall got built and put up, and the covering for both sides of the walls did get measured and put up on the wall.
Maybe they're so malnourished that they just don't even care about the noise.
I don't know if they are.
Day three was roof building day, and we managed to get the supports up and secured. A relatively calm day. It was also the day I helped out the most, as I put all the securings in the supports. After the 3-ish, surprisingly short and effective days, the shed is up and ready and has been built, and everything has been moved in. Way better than the old, small, rotten shed that was probably built by the last residents here. This is reporter Brendan Bolingbroke checking out.
Welcome back. Here with all your recent sports updates in the NHL, NBA, and MLB is MCTV's very own sports expert, Amelia Neuman.
Thanks, Liz. In the NHL Round 2 playoffs, Pavel Dorofeyev scored in overtime to lift the Vegas Golden Knights over the Anaheim Ducks by a score of 3-2. Vegas leads the best-of-7 series, 3-2. The Buffalo Sabres pulled even in their game against the Montreal Canadiens with a goal courtesy of Zach Benson in the third period. The final score, 3-2. In the NBA, only one game was played last night. The San Antonio Spurs beat the Minnesota Timberwolves by a score of 126-97. Giving them a 3-2 series lead in their best-of-7 conference semifinal. In the MLB, Tampa Bay beat the Toronto Blue Jays 7-6, the Cleveland Guardians beat the Los Angeles Angels 3-2, the Pittsburgh Pirates beat Colorado 3-1, Detroit lost to the New York Mets 10-2, and finally, Washington beat Cincinnati 10-4. Coming up next, the Edmonton and District Kart Racing Association is a non-profit organization run entirely by volunteers. They pride themselves on running a professional karting community that promotes driving development for the whole family. Here to bring more insight on this growing organization is reporter Sebastian Spila.
The smell of burnt rubber and the roar of engines are back in the air here at Warburg. After a long winter, the Edmonton District Kart Racing Association is officially back in gear for the 2026 season. We aren't just looking at a few local enthusiasts, we are looking at over 100 returning veterans and a wave of fresh faces in the grid. The grid is more crowded than we've seen in years.
Absolutely. It's a new chapter this season. I feel I've really progressed over the winter. I have a new mindset for this season. It's going to be a lot more intense for me than my rookie season.
This morning they were doing try a kart for the people who want to get into karting but are not sure if this is actually what they want to do. And later this afternoon they are doing test and tune for the returning veterans to try the kart out and make sure everything works.
Some of what is new to the club you won't see on track necessarily. It's timing and scoring system will be new. The way we register our members is new, a new system for that. Today what's happening on track is called a test and tune session, so everything's been locked up all season. People are out on track just testing their equipment, making sure it's working, and we do have a tech inspector here today, so people come and check their carts for basic safety, and they get a sticker for their particular class, and they're ready to race.
Today's a pretty big day. We have a test and tune session going on where the drivers get to go out for the first time this season and test their carts, see if anything's gone wrong. Unfortunately, mine has in the first 2 laps. So we're getting that fixed right now, but soon enough we'll be back out on track and ready to go.
Kart racing is not a hard sport to join, and everyone has a different way they were inspired to join.
Back in 2023, I watched my first ever Formula One race. That really inspired me to do great things, just like my favorite driver, Max Verstappen. He won that race and it led me to karting. It was the first way that I could start motorsports and everything that I do about it. I love it.
My son. Yeah, I race only because he does, but he wanted to try it about 5 years ago, and we've been here ever since. So.
Their first race of the season is May 16th. For MCTV News, Sebastian reporting.
Welcome back. Each school year, the MCHS Drama Department puts on a musical production for the community. Although usually performed in December, this year they pivoted to a spring production. This year's show is incredibly unique and exciting as the MCHS Drama Llamas bring us Shrek the Musical, debuting May 20th at the Morinville Community Cultural Center. This production will be available for public viewing for a total of 3 nights, including May 20th, 21st, and finally the 22nd. Here to give us more insight into this incredible production is MCHS teacher and director Vanessa King. Thanks for joining me in the studio today.
You're welcome.
Okay, to begin today's interview, I just want to know what motivated you to choose Shrek as this year's musical?
Picking a show is difficult every year. You kind of have to look at the kids you got in the program, people coming up, and I always like to pick something that's really different from the previous year. So Drowsy Chaperone had a lot of like kind of dry, witty humor in it, and I knew I was going to get a big ensemble this year. So I wanted to pick something like kind of a little bit younger, a little bit bigger of a cast, and something with a lot of whimsy in it.
Awesome, I love that. Okay, so then how can the community go about supporting this year's show? Like, where can they buy tickets?
Okay, so there's 2 major ways that the community can support. So number 1 is we need an audience. So if you're coming to the show, you gotta buy tickets. You can buy them in advance for $15 at the office at MCHS, Sobeys, or online on our website, which is really easy. Or you can buy them at the door. It's a little bit more expensive at the door, but it's definitely worth the price of admission. And then the second way the community can support us is by sponsoring the show. So if anybody is interested in sponsoring, you can just contact us here at the school. You can write us a check. You can give us a mitt full of cash if you want. We'll take it because we need the money. Theater is expensive.
Fair enough. Okay, so then how much time have you and your cast put into this year's production?
Well, we held auditions in January, so this has been a 5-month production run so far, and that's a lot of time. It's about 2 months more than we normally have for a show, so it's an enormous amount of time. But Shrek is a huge show. We need all of that time that we can get. So we rehearse every day after school for 2 hours. We do weekend rehearsals. We do extended evening rehearsals. We've probably put in, I don't know, 1 million hours.
Oh, that's insane. Okay, so then what makes this show so unique compared to all the other productions that MCHS has done?
It's kind of hard to pinpoint it right now because we're still we're a week away from opening night. Like tomorrow is 1 week. And I think that's when you really start to see the production become its own thing. Right now we're sort of in the trenches in the process of it. So there's gonna be something that sort of stands out if you ask me again in 2 weeks. But I think right now, this show is so ensemble heavy and it's so reliant on this massive cast that it feels like a real collaborative effort. And that's been pretty cool.
I love that. Okay, so then to conclude our interview today, what has been your favorite part about bringing this world of whimsy to life?
I love the message of Shrek. I love the idea of let your freak flag fly, be exactly who you are, and yes, you might face some prejudice out there in the real world, but there is a home for you someplace, and the MCHS Theater always kind of feels like that safe place. So it's nice to kind of do a show that encapsulates that safe feeling that's in the drama room.
Oh, I love that. Oh, so cute. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me in the studio today.
Thanks for having me.
This year, MCTV had 2 reporters qualify for the Skills Alberta Provincial competition for the video production category. These students tasked with conveying a strong and compelling story through both visual and audio effects with a strict 2-minute time frame. These students competed for 12 hours to complete a video which appropriately aligned with the topics. Reporter Weston Stevenson and myself bring you this piece exploring the topic, What If? This year, I'm visiting the Skills Alberta Provincial competition, which is a yearly event that celebrates the trades. However, I can't help but wonder if a career in the trades is really for me.
I hate the skilled trades. This is useless.
Hey, you dropped your hat. Is this really what being a part of the skilled trades is all about? Hey, you dropped your hat.
gonna need this for your competition. I have to find the owner of this hat. Is this your hat?
In my trade is heavy-duty technician. We do use a similar hard hat to go into the mine to work on the heavy haul trucks. And that is not my hard hat.
Hey, would you like to try trade? Okay then.
You know who this hat belongs to?
No, sorry, I don't.
Is this your hat?
In mill riding, we use similar hard hats to do all of our work. So we are industrial maintenance mechanics, which involves installing, dismantling, and maintaining all industrial rotating equipment. But unfortunately, that isn't my hat.
The trades are so fascinating and important. Wonder why that person was so discouraged.
Hey, you with the hat, over here. Hey, where did you get that?
It's not mine. I've been looking for the owner all day.
Hey, someone walked over our crew this morning. Would you be interested in joining us?
Absolutely.
And that's it for another episode of MCTV News. Stay tuned for our next episode where you can expect to see reports on GHP's theater production Freaky Tiki, MCHS's annual talent show Coffee House, the fashions program here at MCHS, as well as the foods option offered at MCHS, and finally the Foxhole Canteen, a cafe here in Morinville, as well as your weekly weather update and sports recap.
So Shrek the Musical next week. A week away from opening night. Are you so excited?
I know, by this time next week we'll be finished our matinee.
Oh my god, you're right. That is insane.
I'm so excited.
I cannot wait to see you as Pinocchio.
Oh, and you as Queen Lillian. You're gonna steal the stage.
Oh, for 2 seconds. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna be like blowing you kisses in the wind.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
From all of us at MCTV News, I'm Amelia Neuman.
And I'm Elizabeth Nelson. Thanks for stopping by.